Okay, so for our first drawing, so we have here a practice drawing. So for the right side, we included in the template or the drawing template are the dimensions of our practice drawing. So it has different dimensions, and then dimensions for circles, linear, or lines. And then we have an extrusion or depth of the part in which we are will be doing. So in the left side, we have the Solidworks interface, initially the Solidworks 2016 interface, and then left click. And then so you have three options. So you have the part option. So the part option is a 3D representation of a single design or single design component. And then for the assembly, so 3D arrangement of parts and or other assemblies. So dito sa assembly, this is comprised of different parts or different assemblies in which you will be using this assembly option. And then for the last option for the creation of a new document is the drawing, a 2D engineering drawing typically of a part or assembly. So meaning if you want to do an engineering drawing, so you must click this option, drawing option. So initially we will be using, since this is only a part drawing or one component, we will be using this part option. So left click and then click OK. So you have here the initialization of the new document option. So you have here the features options, the sketch options, and then in which you can draw a sketch or draw different lines, rectangles, straight slot, and circles, arcs, splines, ellipse, etc. And then so you have other options, which is evaluate, dim scale, Solidworks add-ins, Solidworks MVP. So right now we'll be using this option, the features option, and the sketch options. And then you have a design tree here, and then this is your design area or the drawing area. And then so you have here the floating bars. So you have a zoom options, preview, section view, dynamic annotation, view options. So you have different view options here, the top, left, and so on. And then you have the shaded edges, shaded hidden lines, and so on. So all throughout the training program, we will be using different of these icons or toolbars. And then we have the ordinate system in which we have the X and Y and say axis. So in this drawing area will be drawing this practice drawing. Okay, let's start. So at first, click this option, sketch, and then click this one, sketch a new sketch, or edit an existing sketch. So click this one, and then you'll be selecting different options. Either you can draw front, top, right plane. So for this time, I will be using this view as a front view or my front view. So I will click this front plane, left click, that's left click. So I will be using this first. I will be drawing a line in which this is the 9. Okay, so we have a dimension of 9, and then click line, then I will be starting into the origin, and then left click, and then smart dimensions, and then left click, and then insert this dimension, which is 9. So type 9, then check. So this will autocorrect the existing or your initial line. and then click check. And the next is this one, vertical line 1.75. So click again line, and then smart dimension, then 1.75, and then another the right side, which is 2.32. The smart dimension 2.32. Oops. Smart dimension 2.32. Check. Okay, so you have the two lines, and then I will be drawing this line, the next line, diagonal line. So I'll be using the X, and then dy dimension, or the y height, which is 4 and 1.25. So line. So I'll be using this technique to draw this diagonal line. So click here, and then you have left click, and then click that line, and then right 4. And then draw a line, horizontal line, which is 1.25. Click. Smart dimension 1.25. Check. And then I'll delete this one. Hindi mo na kailangan yan. And then na rin ito kailangan. So, ang gagawin natin dito is gawa tayo ng line mula dito hanggang dito, in which ito yung magiging diagonal line natin. And then check, then escape, and then zoom in, click, and then press delete on the keyboard. Okay. So you have this diagonal line. So next is ito naman. So you have the diagonal line going to the right. So draw a line with the height of 1.0, straight vertical. So this is 1.0. So this is 1.0. There. And then again, horizontal line, straight horizontal line, which is 1.4. Smart dimension. Click, and then 1.4. There you go. And then draw another line from this point going to this point, and then escape, and then escape, and then click delete, press delete in the keyboard, then yes. So you have this line. So next line will be this one, going down diagonal. So you have 7.14. So I'll be drawing a line, straight horizontal, smart dimension, and then 7.14. So next is, what is the height from this point going up? 0.97. So line going down, straight vertical, then escape, smart dimension, click 0.97, check, and then draw a line, escape, then click, left click, delete, left click, delete, yes. So there, and then this one, delete, click delete, so to clear the drawing. So you just need to delete the unnecessary lines or dimensions. So next is the arc, which has a radius of 2.0. So click here, tangent arc, and then click this point going to this point, and then check, then scale. So we need to check if this is radius 2 smart dimension. So there, so we have radius 2, and then escape. So we will be, next is we will extrude at a thickness of 0.19. So click here, features, extrude, and then type in this part as 0.19. Then check. So there. So you have now the first face, and then next is we will cut. So we need to cut with these dimensions. So we have a hole of 3, a circle hole, and 2 oblongs. So at first we'll click sketch, click sketch, and then click this face, click, left click there. So which means we'll be drawing a line at that face. So yun yung importance of clicking the face, in which mag-add ka pa ng mag-start ulit ng new 2D sketch. So lahat ng drawings natin is in this face kasi na-click natin siya as dyan siya dyan sa plane or the surface plane tayo magdodraw ng line. So i-draw ulit natin ito at that face. So gawin natin siya as a front view. So click this view orientation and then click front there. So gawin natin siya as, ito muna gawin natin. So meron tayo dito from dito sa vertical, so ang distance niya is 1.0. So we need to create a line which is 1.0 from this point straight horizontal, and then dimension, then 1.0 there. And then next, ang height nito is 0.5. So wala dito yung ito, height. Mula dito hanggang dito sa gitna ng oblong is 0.5. So click smart dimension. And then we need to add a circle from this point. So the diameter of the circle is 0.25, so 0.5. Smart dimension. So this is 0.5. So 0.5. And then we can now delete this unnecessary drawings. Click. So next is we'll create another circle at a distance of 2.5. So you can use either this technique, linear sketch pattern. So click this, left click until na nag-orange siya, click. And then yung distance is, ito yung lalagay natin as, ito yung distance na 2.5. So lagay natin siya as 2.5. And then check. Oops. Dito yung direction. So Control Z. Ulitin lang natin. Linear sketch, click. And then 2.5. So hilahin natin to. Hold left click going to the left side. Hold left click lang yan. Hold left click and then i-drag nyo siya yung arrow going to the left. And then check. And then gagawa tayo ng line. Ito. Gagawa tayo ng line which is straight. Ayan. And then escape that. Escape. And then other lines below. And then escape. And then trim. So itong trim is kung gusto natin putulin or mag-extend. So for this part, ito yung extend option and then trim option. So click natin yung trim. Click lang natin to kasi dito tayo sa trim to closest. Trim to closest. Para left click mo lang tong side na gusto mong directly magputol. And then another this one. So you have there. And then check. So meron ka ng isang oblong. So ulitin lang natin siya dito. If you know the distance mula dito hanggang dito, pwede mo lang i-copy ito. Pero pwede mo rin naman na ulitin from the left side. So gawa tayo ulit ng line. This is 1.0. Check. And then line ulit. Same yung ginawa natin kanina. Ang dimension niya is 0.5 ang distance. Yan. Nagawa tayo ng circle. So, yung zoom in, zoom out. So, if you have roller dun sa mouse nyo, ang roller mo dun sa mouse is if you roll it going down, mag-zoom in. You roll it going up, mag-zoom out. Okay, zoom in, zoom out. So, i-roll mo lang yung roller mo sa mouse. And then, click mo yun. And then, dimensions. So, you have dimension ito is 0.25, so 0.5. And check. So, okay. So, again, escape. And then, delete unnecessary drawings, dimensions. And then, delete. So, linear pattern. Click. And 2.5. So, direction niya papuntang right. So, okay na yan. And check. And then, line. Escape. Line. Escape. Then, trim. Trim. Escape. So, you have now drawings. So, meron ka ng ganyan drawings. So, may kulang pa tayo, which is itong side. So, balik tayo dito side. So, try natin mag-draw ulit. Double-click mo lang kung gusto mong bumalik din sa drawing. So, gawin din natin itong side, circle. So, the distance mula below ng circle is 2.75. So, gawa muna tayo ng line going up mula dito sa origin. Straight. Then, smart dimension. Then, 2.75. There. Then, line again. So, your line, ang distance niya is 1.5. So, smart 1.5. Check. So, delete. Create circle with diameter of 0.56. 0.56. So, escape. And then delete unnecessary dimensions. There. So, next is you need to extrude cut. So, this process is what we call the extrude cut in the features toolbar. So, click left click features and then click extrude cut. So, right now let us view the other view orientation, and then click isometrics. And then back on the features, click extruded cut. So click extruded cut, and then you have here the property options. So since butas yan all throughout, so you don't need to write or add a distance. Just click, left click, and then click this option through all. So ibig sabihin through all, bubutasin niya hanggang sa end ng pinaka-plane mo. Yung na kailangan mag-add ng distance. Then check. So you have now the cut options, or the extruded cut options of our practice problem or practice drawing. So this is the finished part component of our practice problem, of our practice drawing. So next is we will just copy this one, in which nakalagay siya sa drawing template. So gawin natin siya sa drawing template. So at first, kailangan natin muna itong i-save. So click save. So pwede natin siyang ilagay kahit sa desktop nilang muna. Kaya lagyan natin desktop, and then lagyan natin siya as practice, and then save. And then we need to create a new document. So click drawing. So dito sa drawing option for the new document, lalagyan na natin itong mga dimensions na to para pwede siya ma-replicate. Okay. So drawing, then click OK. And then ito yung lalabas na floating option. Floating natin window. So click browse, and then click this one, landscape, and then open, then click OK. So gagawin natin is click nyo itong browse, punta kayo dun sa pinag-save nyo na location. So kanina i-name natin siya as practice, and then open. Ganyan lang siya. So naka-isometric siya. So ang gagawin natin is hindi dapat siya naka-isometric, dapat naka-front. So click natin yung front dito sa side. Kung ito ba yung front, so nasa tick na siya. Ito ba yung front? Ito ba yung front? Ito ba yung front? So siya na yan. Siya yung pinaka-front natin. So dito sa baba, may makita naman kayo dito kung gusto niya siyang shaded or naka-wireframe lang. So ito ang gagamitin natin kasi ito yung nasa drawing template natin. And then click, check. So ang una nating ilalagyan ng dimension is ito sa baba. So click natin kung pareha siya ng dimension. Punta kayo dito sa annotation, smart dimension. Click na to. Okay, so parehas 9. And then ito naman 1.0 mula dito hanggang dito. So you have 1.0. And then 1.25 mula dito hanggang dito. Yan. So 1.25 1.75 mula dito hanggang dito. And then 4.0 mula left click dito sa endpoint. Ba't ka nagda-diagonal? Ayan. Nag-error. And sabihin nga. Ayan. Sabihin. And then next is nalagay tayo ng 7.14. So, mula dito hanggang endpoint. So, 7.14. And then, next is this one, 1.5. Mula dito hanggang dito. So, 1.5. And then, diameter 0.56, diameter, radius 2.0, 0.97, mula dito hanggang dito 0.97, and then 2.32 mula dito hanggang dito 2.32, and then 2.75 from this one up to this one, so 2.75, and then 0.5 from this one hanggang center, 0.5, and then the last one is 2.5. Distance from this one is 2.5. So, yan. Okay na. So, the last one is ito, side. So, let's check this one. So, hilahin muna natin to para yan, hilahin muna natin siya. And then, lagyan natin siya ng ganito. So, ang tawag dito ay punta ng view layout, and then lagay ka ng projected view nito. Ayan, click mo lang yon, and then magkakaroon ka ng projected view, and then check. So, gagawan mo siya ng dimension ulit. Annotation, smart dimension. Click. So, you have now 0.19. Check. There you go. So, 1.0, wala ka pa nitong 1.0. Saan yung nawala yung 1.0? Okay, ulit tayo ng smart dimension. Click this one. And then we have 1.0. 1.0. And right click. Edit sheet format. Yan. So, pag nag-edit sheet format ka, pag nag-click ka dito, yan, ni-scroll down mo siya. Bawa, nag-click ka dito sa side. Ba, yan. Pag ni-left click mo yan, pwede ka na dyan, magsulat. Bawa, lagay mo lang yung name. Yan. And then, pwede mo na siyang i-check. So, magkakaroon ka na ng name dyan. So, kung gusto mo siyang, either baguhin yung iba, bawa, kasi makita ka dito na pwede ka mag-insert ng different ganito. Ayan. Sabihin, pwede ka maglagay ng mga pwede mo siyang lagyan ng different names or different numbers kung gusto mong i-edit yung pinaka-template. So, for this option naman sa interface na to is nakita mo lang siya as template. So, pwede mo siyang i-edit. And then, kapag okay ka na, and then wala ka na ibang gustong baguhin dyan sa template, click nyo lang to, check. Then, lalabas ulit yung pinaka-drawing natin. So, meron ka na dito ang name. So, basta either double-click mo lang, and then right-click, edit sheet. Ganun lang. Then, escape. Click. Ayan. So, wala na tayo dito. So, halos nagawa na natin yung pinaka-dimensions. And then, you will now go to Save. And then, Drawing Template sa Save. So, kapag nagpiprint kayo, pwede nyo na siyang ma-print as a drawing template. So, madali lang naman siya mag-print. Bawa, ipiprint nyo siyang as print. Kung meron kang print, or pili ka ng printer dito. So, madali mo na siyang ma-print as the drawing template. So, close. yung click ko. Okay, sorry. So, ibig sabihin, magsasave siya as a PDF format in which pwede na siyang ma-print. Okay, so tapos na tayo. And then, minimize natin. So, ito pa rin yung pinaka-drawing natin. So, the difference is, pwede natin itong baguhin. Bawa gusto mong baguhin ng color. So, click nyo lang to. Yung may pencil. So, baguhin nyo siya ng color. So, you have ito. Yan. Yan. Then, check. And then, dito naman is display style. Pwede mo siyang ganito, side. Yan. Pwede ring wireframe, hidden visible. And then, pero naman wireframe. Ito, hidden visible. Then, 10 lines removed. And then, shaded. And then, shaded with edges. So, ito naman is top view, front view, left view, and so on. So, click mo tong isometrics. So, meron kang different din ng isometric, trimetric. Ayan, meron kang trimetric. Meron ka rin dimetric. Ayan. Ayan, meron kang isometric. So, ayan. Kapag sinave mo to, automatic, yung color na yan, pupunta dito sa drawing template mo. Halimbawa, since ito naka 2D drawing lang to, pwede natin siyang baguhin. Escape natin. Double click. Ayan, double click. Lagyan natin siya ng shade. Nakikita mo, color violet. Sabihin kung simultaneous siyang nagbabago, mas nabinago niya itong drawing natin. Halimbawa, baguhin natin siya ng color. Gawin natin siyang red. Then check. And then save natin. Simultaneous yan, babaguhin niya yung nasa drawing template natin. So, ano mang gawin yun na dimension, mababago rin yung nandito natin sa dito. Sabihin, kung binago mo to, mababago rin yung nasa template. So, ganun ang kaibahan ni Solidworks sa ibang softwares or modeling softwares. Halimbawa, i-delete natin tong side na to. So, puntahan natin tong, halimbawa ito, save muna natin. Save. So, itong side, which is this sketch, click natin tong sketch. So, hanapin natin yung sketch na yan. So, itong cut extrude na to is hiwalay siya dun sa pinaka boss extrude. So, yung boss extrude, ito yan. Yung pinakamalaking surface. Yung cut extrude, yung pinang-cut natin, yung last part na ginawa natin. So, example, dinilit natin tong cut extrude. Bawa, delete natin siya. Delete. Yes. Pag dinilit natin yan, and then sinave natin, mawawala siya dun sa drawing template. Mawawala yung butas. So, nakita yun na nawala yung butas. So, simultaneous siya. So, ganun siya kaibahan. So, Ctrl-Z lang natin para bumalik yung cut extrude natin. So, ano man yung gawin nyo dito sa pinaka-model view mo sa SolidWorks, and then sinave mo, automatic magre-reflect agad yan dito sa pinaka-template natin. So, ganun kaganda yung SolidWorks kumpara sa ibang modeling software. So, that's all for our practice drawing. Thank you.